We are live. I don't think we're going to have a whole lot of people watching tonight, but I mean, I want to try out a few things here. Do, do, do. Might be people joining as well, just to chat. We're going to be testing out MegaMek a little bit. We're going to be fighting Princess, which is apparently a nightmare at times. So that my only experience with Princess was rather terrible, and Princess getting her ass kicked. So that might be a different thing. Princess is the built-in bot in MegaMech. Uh, I don't know how well programmed it is. I mean, that would be a good idea to get generative AI behind that. There's a lot of presets for it and different ways of it acting. Icarius is with us as well. Okay, getting a few things just discussed before we go. This is not going to be a fair fight either, in a no way, shape, or form. I don't plan on it being a fair fight. It's really just to test things more than anything else. So what we have is a group of Steel Viper Bioroid Command mechs. So we've got a Bioroid Commander, 3 a linked unit, and is second in command. Ear. So nothing super fantastic. It's well, I was gonna say it's fairly light. Well, I mean, we're starting with a gargoyle, so it's not super light, but I mean, it's the mech we talked about Monday. This is the upgraded, well, modified version the Wolverines and their associated clans would be using, which is a little bit more aggressive, let's say, with a massive amount of ardent armor. So that's a bit of a difference. The other mechs in the group, well, they're all going to be 4-4. Here is just because the pilot was rolled as 4-4, but the Bioroids have the same stats as the commander. Got a Locust 2C, which is not a super terrifying unit here. But it's fast and it can get into position to give spotting to the other units. There's a Peregrine, which is a mech. Yeah, we covered
Horned
that.
owl.
Horned owl. Yeah, that's the appropriate name. I don't know why they always the clan name's the one in the parenthesis. But I mean the Wolverine version is again a little bit different than the standard, using reflective armor, and a Incubus, which is also a little bit different. Doesn't use machine guns and use small pulse lasers instead, than compared to the regular one. Hello, Mobius. How are you doing? So I mean, it is 14K worth of BV, even though there's 3 light mechs in the unit. Mostly because, well, the C3 tax plus the interface cockpit tax plus the everything tax, it goes pretty quickly. Princess is equipped with a very basic militia units. So a pair of Vedette medium tanks, a pair of Scorpion light tanks, an LRM carrier, and one of each of the basic bugs. So a locust, a stinger, and a wasp, all from the Planetary Militia. So this should not be a threat. I'll be very honest with everyone. This should not be a threat. You see, probably even easier than a regular basic mission there. But I wanted to see how Princess acts first. I wanted to try out those new mechs and those new configurations. This one's got an unconnected C3 computer. That's because this one's got a C3 I and not a standard C3. I might have to play around with things a bit, but even there, the C3 master apparently can only have 4 units associated with it, so easily enough. X Lego, thank you very much for joining in. Let's try to have at least a little bit of fun here. I mean, I don't know how things can turn out. It is BattleTech. This is what I remind everybody whenever we start a game of BattleTech, especially with people that might not know BattleTech too much. BattleTech is weird. Strange things happen because of dice rolls, even though we're not rolling a whole lot of dices. Nathaniel, thank you very much for being here. I am happy to be here, trying out some MegaMech. Let's see where we go with this. I'll have to see if it behaves properly when I share my screen. Yes, it did. Okay. So MegaMech gives you the player list here at the top left. I can just click OK on there. Round report, it tells me what's going on this round. Wind direction is north, wind strength is calm, weather is clear, visibility is daylight. I could have adjusted all of that. Now we're going to go to a deployment phase. So my deployment is, I'll have to close that. My deployment's at this corner here at the top. So the map itself is, well, pretty nice. This is one of the presets they give. Whoops. It's a little facility in the middle, and I'm coming in from the uh, northwest here. So did I put 4 X's? I thought I put 3 X's for my deployment zone, but you can put your mech here. You can click turn to point it in another direction. The way it works, if you've never played MegaMech, which I mean, I hadn't played in the longest time. Oh, Nathaniel, it's night and day, depending on when you played it last. I mean, when last I played it, it was really a very super basic Java interface. Now it's quite fancy. So by clicking turn, you point in the direction you want to be in, and it'll point your mech in that direction. The way I wish it was just click turn and it turns the mech. Maybe there's a way to change the settings to just have it click for turning, but right now you click turn, you point, let's say backwards, it'll point this way. I want to point it this way, but anyways, it deployed in the right direction here. As you used it was about 10 years ago. Yeah, to be quite honest, me, it had been about 6 years since I used it last. I played tabletop quite a bit with friends, but not like this here. Princess is deploying her stuff. We see a vedette down here. No, it's my. You could choose your unit you want to deploy, or the unit you want to control in this top left bracket, top right bracket here. So let's say I want to deploy the Vixen. And I'll turn it this way. Put him like this.
Incubus.
Yes, an incubus. Incubus. The enemy does have the number advantage, and in BattleTech that can make it big. Well, actually, a very big difference. So we'll see how that goes. So Horned Owl pointing this way. Both Scorpions in the same X ear. Don't have anything. I don't really have anything fancy like any fancy missiles or anything like that here. I don't think I even have missiles in this particular team. Oh, there's the LRM carrier. So that was probably going to be my primary, and the Locust is here. LRM carrier is the bigger threat, in my opinion. So And yeah, the locust like this sounds good. The wasp and stinger in the back. So I lost initiative. Battletech is a little bit different than other games. When you lose the initiative, you move first. And moving first is not good because the enemy knows where you're going. So I get to choose which unit I want to move first. So I've got my Man-O-War here. I'm going to
Gargoyle.
wit what I've got. I'm going to get corrected a lot today, I think. The gargoyle, I can see its movement range. Blue is walk, yellow is run. Moving into the forest here takes more movement points, so that's why it kind of slows me down. Whenever you turn an X side, it costs you a movement point as well. So that's why the movement range might look a little bit weird to some, but it kind of works right for me. So I wanted to move here and turn this way, so I'm technically going to run, but he's not. Princess decided to not move one of her scorpion tank. Gonna run the locust all the way here. That sounds about right. And the scorpions are not moving. That's what's going on. Hey, Minnie, how are you doing? Trying out a little bit of MegaMech here. The Storm Crow. I'm gonna be in cover if I stay here compared from whatever's over here, so that's a good place to move. Princess is not being very aggressive from what we see here. Move the horned owl in the forest. Yeah, not a bad place to be. Oh, the stinger's moving in. Probably jumped. Yeah, those. And the wasp went really quick to get close by. If you hover your mouse over a target, you can see like what it moved and what it did. You can see here it said ran TMM8, which means TMM3, which means it'll be there's a +3 to it if I shoot at that target right now. The stinger jumped TMM3 as well, so still harder to it. And the what am I doing with the incubus? This would make me go through a rough. Don't know if I'll have to make a piloting skill check. All right. So now Princess is Princess finished her move. Now it would be the shooting phase. You need to give MegaMech a go. I'll be quite honest. It's the best tool to play right now, easily at least. So that is a good tool for you. So in Man-O-War, if I look here, you get the range bracket for the different pieces of equipment. So in ERPPC, if I look here,
Gargoyle.
I can shoot at the wasp over there at 15, rolling 15 on 2d6. What are the odds of that, Akaris? Rolling 15 on 2d6.
Rolling what on 2d6?
Ruling a 15.
Without modifiers added? Ain't
I
gonna
don't think I
happen.
would hit there. But you see, you've got your weapon bracket here at the top. So it says with the RPPC, what can you see and what can you shoot? Right now, I can't. The only thing I can see is the wasp, and it's not going to it. So I can click I could click skip weapon. Right now, that's I haven't declared really who am I shooting, but you've got your different weapons in the different brackets. It automatically tells you like where you can shoot depending on which arm it is and which everything is. But right now, I just can't hit anything really with the gargoyle. It's way too in the back. But the other things are likely more likely to do something. Uh, oh, it's your turn to declare off-board or tag attacks. I do not have any tags or off-board weapons. There, that was a more important thing to say. So this guy's not going to hit. The Locust 2C can shoot at the Wasp here. It tells you which weapons you have. So multiple small pulse lasers and a medium pulse laser. And on the target, it'll tell you pretty much what you need to roll. So the LRM carrier, I hit on a 1. So 1 on 2d6, I have a tendency to think that this would hit. The Wasp, I hit on 4. The Stinger on 7. And the Locust over there, I don't even see. So I can't really shoot at it. If I go with the small pulse lasers, it also kind of tells me what I can do. You get all the stats of your weapons, the range, the damage, the eat curve. I mean, honestly, my main target would be the LRM carrier anyways. So I am going to just shoot everything at the LRM carrier. You are not going to shoot this turn. The Storm Crow, does he see anything? He doesn't see anything either, so I can just next. The Peregrine can hit the Wasp at 10.
Horned owl.
I'm going to concentrate on
We're
the
going to break you out of
LRM
this
carrier.
habit.
I mean, I go with the name that I see. That's the problem.
We're going to break you out of that habit.
Of saying stupid inner sphere names. And okay, skip. And the Incubus.
So with MegaMech, does it allow for split fire for multiple
Yes.
targets? Like when you had the Locust 2C,
Mm-hmm.
you had the Wasp and the LRM carrier both in range. Could you designate certain weapons to go after the LRM carrier and certain weapons to go after the Wasp with MegaMech?
Yes, I'm actually going to do that now, just to test it out. So he's going to choose his large pulse laser at the Wasp. I select the Stinger and I shoot the 2 medium pulse medium lasers. I skip the 2 small pulse and I can click done firing. Princess already has everything calculated because she is an AI. So we can see then what the round report is. We can see that the LRM carrier is no longer carrying any LRMs. I'm not sure why they moved it closer because LRM carriers are, I was going to say not tough. They are really not tough. So what happened during the turn? Well, the Locust fired at the LRM carrier. The small pulse laser hit. It didn't blow up the searchlight. It destroyed the searchlight, then dealt some damage. Motive: major damage, vehicle immobilized, moderate damage. Things went very poorly for the LRM carrier. The Wasp, who was right there, shot at my Locust. The medium laser missed. The SRM2 missed. Needs an 11 to hit. Rolled a 4, rolled a 4. That's not a good sign. The Horned Owl shot at the LRM carrier, which was already, kind of in a bad shape. But he's actually the one who destroyed it. He's actually the one who destroyed it. It's the Horned Owl who did, because the Locust just basically blew the tank treads off of it. The Incubus missed with its large pulse laser, missed with his ER, missed with his ER, and you see he was targeting 2 different targets. So I needed a 12 to hit, rolled a 10, rolled a 2, rolled a 6. Here, that's a kind of a waste. The LRM carrier did shoot at my Horned Owl. And of course, they hit right in the head. Obviously, that's battletech for you. So the head took some damage. And then 5 damage to the right torso critical,
Pie in the
blowing up the
face.
searchlight, blowing up a double heat sink, and blowing up a jump jet. There you go. The other LRM also hit. Critical hit on Ed, 6 no effect. Okay, well, that's, I mean, managing to hit twice on the Ed in the same turn, that's pretty darn good. Left torso damage, critical hit on the, and right torso armor destroyed, and another critical hit. So you can see the Horned Owl got kind of demolished by the LRM carrier. And the pilot succeeded its piloting skill roll, so he didn't fall down. It's a bioroid, so it wouldn't have fallen down. LRM carriers, very, very little armor, like it's paper tin. But 3 LRM 20s on a vehicle that's that cheap is really bad. So that's why I targeted it primarily. Then we can declare physical attacks. I've got nothing really that can physical attack right now, so just going to skip the physical
Locust
attack
kicks
phase.
the LRM carrier.
It's already destroyed, so the Horned Owl eat goes up more than it should because it lost like 2 heat sinks. Well, the Locust, Stinger, and Wasp shouldn't be generating heat because it's a Locust, Stinger, and a Wasp. But you never know. Initiative. So it rolls it for you. I won this time, so Princess will go first. She is not moving her scorpions. Stormcrow. Can move here. Move the big boy forward. Only moves it. Normally it would move 8 because most gargoyles have 5/8 movement profile. But since this one has ardent armor, it can only go 7. So it has to go a little bit slower. Horned Owl. I'll choose backup and, kind of eyed a little bit because he's in a bad shape. Move the Stinger right next to my Locust, but my Locust has not moved yet. But I can't go here because it's probably too high or it's a weird.
Elevation.
Yeah, it's a weird elevation. I need to check
Looks like
what
it's
it is.
elevation.
Yeah, those are elevated, but I'm not sure what elevation is. Level 2? Oh, it's more than level 2. If it
I
says
think so.
916,
With the
what I'm going to do, I'm going to back up this. I'm a Locust. I should move, right? I'm too used to playing bigger mechs than lighter ones.
gotta keep that TMM going.
Oop, he brought his Locust on the side. And the wasp is here. All right. Oh, his stuff is hiding from my... Okay, well. Stuff's hiding from my gargoyle, it seems. Yep. Can't do much with that. Oh, those are sub-level 3s. Okay, so I really don't see them. They're basically, there's big sinkholes in the ground there. So they're completely in. That means they can't shoot, but they can't be shot back. Well, I'm gonna... Got the option to flip arms, because mechs with no actuators have flip arms. Some of them, some with actuators can do that as well. If I wanted to torso twist, I can point which direction I want the torso twist in. I don't know if it takes into account no torso twist, which is an older rule, basically. Well, my locust is going to shoot at your locust, and his locust will shoot at my locust. That's probably what's going to happen. The gargoyle doesn't see anything, so I'll just skip fire. The storm crow also doesn't see anything. The peregrine, the horned owl sees the locust. That's
Horned
about
owl.
it. Yeah, horned owl will shoot at the locust with a large pulse laser. I'm not going to shoot everything or I'm going to run really hot. And you can see nothing. I didn't think those were sub-level 3s. Jeez, it makes it a bit difficult to... If you turn this way, do you see anything? No. If you turn this way, twist the other
I
way.
think you have to,
I mean, Princess is not a bad bot.
yeah, it sounds like you have to be
I'd have to be right next to it to be able to shoot, because it's level -1 and this is a -3. So basically, they're in a hole in the ground, so we don't see them. So we can't really shoot at them. Weapons fire for Locust 2C. Misses, 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 misses. Yeah. And 1 damage on left leg with a machine gun from his thing. Oh, the large pulse laser did it. Well, glancing blow on the left leg of the enemy locust. The way it works now, it used to be that narrow, low profile was just a straight penalty to it. Now, with how the rules have been rewritten, it's if you hit in that margin of error, it's a glancing blow and you deal half damage. So here, I mean, half damage on a machine gun is 1. Half damage on a large pulse laser is 5. 5 points of damage is still quite a bit here. So physical attacks, I don't think anybody's in range for anything. Nobody's overeating. I mean, the people who might have some problems with eat are not there. So, okay, I won initiative again. So I'll take it. But I mean, they're sinking all the initiative in these cheapo tanks that are down here. So not much I can do there. We'll see what they do. Yeah, they're still just sinking the initiative with the... take the horned owl. Bring it around here. They haven't moved the mechs. It's really now I'm looking at the mechs if they're going to move, but they're just sinking the initiative with the vedettes down there. Vixen. Or better known as...
incubus.
Incubus. Go here. Turn this way. So I should see the tanks now. It's depth 1.
Yeah.
So that's a bunch of water. Okay, that's water. Thought it was just pavement. No, it's a bunch of water. Okay. The Stinger is deciding to go toe-to-toe against the Man-O-War. The Gargoyle is a little bit bigger than he is, so that might be a bit of a threat. Just saying. And you go here.
Stinger can still kick the gargoyle.
As weirder things have been done in BattleTech. The Locust is... The Wasp is doing the same, basically. But... I'm just going to move the Locust behind. All right, you. The Wasp, the other guys can't see the Wasp because he's in the bottom of a hole. So I'm just going to shoot at the Wasp. So. Oh, I can't shoot at the Wasp? Oh, not with the weapons the way I am. So I have to torso twist this way. Then I'll be able to shoot at it. Two ERPPCs, 2 Streak SRM6, and a small pulse laser. That will probably end poorly for the Wasp, but you never know. It is BattleTech. Locust just unload on the Stinger. If I click a target where there's more than one target, see here, I have to choose which of these Scorpions I want to shoot at. Here. So I'll shoot at the first one. It is a Storm Crow, so you just shoot everything and ask questions later. Pretty hard to hit in the woods here. You can target the X if you need to like set the woods on fire or something like that. It's always a possibility as well. I'm just going to shoot everything. Got no reason not to. And the Incubus can only see this Vedette tank, so he's going to shoot everything. We've got no reason not to. All right. The Wasp fired its medium laser at the Gargoyle and did nothing. The Gargoyle fired at the, what was it? It was the Wasp. And right arm blown off. The PPC it needed a 9, so it's still not that easy, but needed a it. Blew out the arm, went through all the way to the center torso. That's what an ERPPC does to a light mech. Failed to achieve lock, missed, failed to achieve lock. So the other weapons didn't hit. The right leg took a small pulse laser hit. I mean, he lost half its body, but he's still up, right? That's a good start. The Stinger, it with its medium laser. Armored armor takes off half the damage, 2.5 damage. Yeah, armored and armor is not funny. Machine guns did nothing. All right. The Locust Bioroid, that's mine, fired at the Stinger. Missed, hitting in the rear. Left arm, that doesn't change anything, but some damage there. Right arm, some damage there. Left arm, armor destroyed, no critical hit. Right arm, section destroyed, no critical. Damage was transferred over, no critical. Okay, well. And at the end of the turn, it fell because it took more than 20 damage. That's why it says prone on it. It'll be at the bottom of that report. The Stormcrow fired at one of the tanks. So ER large laser, it melted off some armor. ER medium laser, it on the left side, section destroyed. As soon as a tank loses a section, usually things end up really bad for them. And things got progressively worse. So there is still a Scorpion there, but not in a very good shape. Scorpion number 2 fired back at the Stormcrow and jammed its autocannon. It is a Scorpion. That's why the autocannon jammed, even though it's not automated. Scorpion tanks are made by the company called Quicksell, and Quicksell is the provider of the cheapest weapons you can possibly buy. It works great because they're cheap, but it's rather terrible because even though it's cheap, it doesn't quite work. Still, the other one, it with its AC5 and dealt 5 points of damage in the left arm. The Ornate Owl, the Stinger with a medium pulse laser and another medium pulse laser, and the large pulse laser missed. So more of it is melting away. The Vedette shot at the Stormcrow as well. And what? Oh, it's because it's burst firing the autocannons as well. So the 2-it actually, that's pretty nasty. The other Vedette shot at the Incubus and missed. The Incubus shot at the Vedette and the large pulse laser melting the armor and no critical. Okay. ER medium laser ER medium laser section destroyed by damage. So we've got a destroyed Vedette tank here. Piloting skill rolls, it'll tell you if your pilot needs to fall, or well, not needs to fall, but can fall. The Stinger needs to make 2 piloting skills roll because it lost a leg and took more than 20 damage. Losing a leg has a tendency to mean you're going to fall. So roll 1 automatically falls. When you fall, you do take damage, not only on the mech, but on the pilot as well. So bad things happen to this Stinger. I don't think Princess is gonna have them eject though, but time to declare physical attacks. Well, what can I do as far as a physical attack goes? The Locust can kick the prone, but 91% chance to it, so I'll take it. Okay. And the Stormcrow can kick the building that's right next to it. Or punch it. No, it'll shot weapons in both of its arms, so I don't think it can punch it. But okay, I'm not going to punch into the building. I mean, especially since we want to capture the place, wouldn't be a very good idea. So the Stinger being on the ground, the Locust 2C took a swing at it and kicked it right in the center torso, taking out 5 points of armor. Kicks are probably one of the most devastating weapon a mech has, especially when you get to sizes like our gargoyle over here. And if the gargoyle could have kicked that wasp ear, there would be no wasp left, basically. The gargoyle is at E6. That runs OT. I remember why running OT. There is a. Does it tell me here? Does it say in the? Yeah, it has an XXL engine. That's why it's also running OT. It is a very sensible design made by Clan Ice Alliance. Therefore, it has an XXL engine. That is what we need to remember about Clan Ice Alliance in Vengeance. They are very sensible. They love putting XXL engines on everything. And this counts as a victory because I put the victory threshold at 50% BV destroyed. Well, that was easy. So it works fairly well. As a quick little thing here, it only took like 40 minutes. 40 minutes for a Battletech game is pretty good. Let's be quite honest here. Normally, tabletop will take quite a bit longer. Got time to do something else, so Let's do another quick one. I'll go with bioroids. Got the Turkina. That's a little bit bigger. I'll go with something a little bit more reasonable, let's say. I don't know. What mech should I bring?
What force are you using?
Steel Viper. I mean, I can bring a Warhammer
Um,
2C. That's your favorite.
no. Um, what about? I'm surprised you ain't have a force with like adders and blood asps and black pythons and all sorts of
Well, I
sneak
have
stuff
the
there.
Black Python ear, but I don't think this one is set up for. Well, it's set up, but I have a Black Python ear. Doesn't have a whole lot of heat sinks and too many guns. That's a Black Python for you. All right, well, let's put a Black Python here. The Predator. There we go. And
Do you have a Scorpion Empire force yet?
no. Anyways, we're fighting militias and mercenaries right now with these guys. So
Uh,
I'm gonna go with just those two in
um,
or a battle cobra on top of it, maybe. Yeah, a battle cobra on top of it. There we go.
well, don't you need something else to pilot or to control the bioroids?
The Black Python will be the commander. Join Black Python. So this is gonna be pilot Bioroid 1. That's gonna be Bioroid 2. Being able to command 2 Bioroid is always a possibility as well. I have a chart that I made for randomly generating like how many you can have. I mean, Black Python, Predator, Battle Cobra is still. I mean, with the BV tax here, we can see that it's 10K right there. For the maps, you have quite a few options in MegaMek, as you can see, and you can even do randomly generated ones. So your options are rather wide. 31 by 8. Okay, it's like a straight line of fighting. 30 by 30. There should be a bunch of those. Yeah, there are. River of Fire, the Blue Lagoon. There's quite a few here. Urban Combat, Cave System, Maximum Security Prison. Well, that looks like a basic enough board. Yeah. When you select your board, after that you can go in your player settings, and you'll say like where are you deploying. So with this force, let's say I'm going to deploy on the southeast, and my deployment width is going to be 2x's. I'm going to do something fairly simple here. I'm going to add a bot. Then we can set up Princess as we want her to be. I'm going to say, what does striker mean? Okay, well, we'll go with that. That's how I'm going to set her up. That's the elp file for Princess. And when you click on the color here, it's all the different camos that are available, including some of those that are from some. I don't think all of those are normal. I think those are some of them are custom from other games that I've had. So once I've got that selected, okay, you guys don't see the rest of my the rest of my screen here. Give me a... I'm just going to quickly generate something using the magical world of random attribution tables. I had D6s. There they are. So I'm going to get one assault mech, and it's going to be a... Oh, it's 3d6, not 2. It's not a vehicle I'm rolling. And one of the dice goes right on the floor. So it's 6 on my table. 6 on my table means a Cyclops 10Z. That's a fancy mech. Should be an introductory here. Cyclops 10Z. The 10Z is the one with the autocannon or the one with the missiles? It's the one with the autocannon. So don't get close to this guy. He's going to be really nasty. Well, if the commander is 4/4, the support units will be 4/4. 4/4 is about the best skills you should expect from someone on the Wolverine Union. So we've got that here. Gonna roll an heavy mech, so an 8 on my chart. The 8 is for the heavy mech a Marauder 3R. That's an expensive piece of hardware.
I'll be back in a little bit. Go to the liquor
Fine.
store and get some pack of cigarettes.
11/14. And I'm going to add a medium mech at 14. Medium mech at 14 is a Hunchback 4H. That's a much more punch in that unit than what we had before. I'm going to roll 2 tanks, 2 medium tanks. One is a 4. Medium tank number 4 is a Etzer. Well, I was talking about we were talking about a lot of punch. Well, that's what Etzer is. It's basically a massive gun on wheels. And the other medium tank is an 11. And that's a Myrmidon, which we already talked about in a previous video. Myrmidon medium tank with a PPC and an SRM-6. So it's a... Forces are still absolutely not equal in any way, shape, or form. Yes, that's kind of intended. I want to test things out here. But I mean, they only have half the battle value of the other team, so it's a more balanced than what we had before, which was they had a third. And a few of those things are very hard puncher. If you get close, the Hunchback, the Cyclops, the Etzer, all of those things can do a whole lot of damage. While those guys here will run rather hot if you start shooting everything. They're fairly mobile. Do I have any missiles to set up? Nope, but I have ammo to set up in the LBX for the Predator. If you want to set up ammo for a unit in MegaMek, you can go in your menu and set how much of the different types of ammo you want. Honestly, you won't have a whole lot of choice here with LBX. You can have LBX or LBX cluster. And you decide which one you load at the bottom here. So I'm going to load one with clusters and one with standards. If we go here with the Cyclops, you see you're going to see that we have a lot more option. Inner sphere armor piercing, caseless, flak, flechette, precision, and tracers. Tracers are not that great unless it's a dark out. Precision is pretty darn good. Armor piercing is pretty darn good, but on an AC-20, you're not going to get a whole lot of shots. So it's not, that fantastic. Caseless doubles your ammo load, which is good in some cases, but it's rather terrible if you're going to get it in you and starts getting critted. Flak is great against aircrafts and VTOLs. It's actually one of the very decent type of ammo you can have. And Flechette is great against infantry. So it's you've got a very nice selection here. If I look here for the LRM, you've got all the different types of ammo available for LRMs, which are there's quite a few of them. Same with the SRM, you've got quite a few different options here. There, I'll go with Infernos. Let's have fun. Let's put precision ammos in the AC5 of the Marauder. The AC10, well, one load of armor piercing and one load of standards. The Etzer, there we go. We're gonna have fun and try everything here. And the Myrmidon as a SRM6, I'm just gonna leave it as is. So our options are quite varied. And as you can see, we can do a whole lot of different things here. I don't know what it's gonna look like when we get in. As we remember, it's battletech, so weird things can happen. Says here, this unit is coming from the southeast. This unit's going to come from the northeast. Very basic thing. And you can then go to game options and select what options you want for the game. Advanced rules. I think I've got some advanced rules already selected. Quirks is active. Skin of the teeth ejection is activated. So people can eject even when their head gets blown off. Better mask supercharger, because I like that rule, even though it's unofficial. Basically, the first turn you activate a mask or a supercharger, it's not going to blow up in any situation. You've got all sorts of RPG related rule, initiative related rules. I mean, there's all the optional rules that are from the TAC Ops or Strat Op books that are available to you as a player. And there's a bunch of unofficial ones which are common enough. So you have a decent amount of options here. For victory condition, you choose what you want for the victory conditions. I'm still going to leave it as destroy 50% of enemy BV. Have this be fairly easy. I'm done. I'm going to start the game. I'm starting in this corner. So I'm gonna start the Python over Black Python over the Steel Viper over here. That's my Black Python. I'm gonna start my units all kind of together and see where it goes. Princess is magic, so she already has all her stuff set up. We already kind of see each other, so nasty things might happen. Okay, that's just the stats of the mech. Oh, I skipped initiative fails. That's why. Oh well. So I'm gonna move the Viper. You have an AC20. You have an AC10, two PPCs. Eh, just let's just get into it and hope for the best here. Oh, going through a swamp, making things difficult. Might have to do a piloting skill. No, I do not want to make that movement. It'll tell you if you have some of those weird movements. Gonna move him here. And this is the Battle Cobra. They're behind the woods over there. My sprinting, yes, I think that's because I turned on the sprinting rules. Oh no, okay, it's because it's got a mask. So I'm just gonna mask all the way over there. Mask failure is good. And now for shooting. Do we have anything? The machine guns, I'm pretty sure will not reach anything. The pulse lasers, 72% to it, 58%, 58%. 72% or 83%. The best one would be to shoot at that. I think it's the hunchback. All right, well, I am going to shoot at the hunchback. The medium pulse lasers can't hit. The small pulse lasers can't hit. The large pulse laser can. Skip, 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 and done firing with this unit. So we're going to be poking at the hunchback. Everything's just a little bit out of range for the Predator, so nothing there. And the Battle Cobra. Shoot at the hunchback again. Oops, no, I do not want to shoot the small pulse laser because that wouldn't hit. I think I've messed it up. Oh well, it's okay. So we're shooting mostly at the hunchback. The C3 system allowed us to get a better view of what's going on. So we are shooting. Let's see what happened here. The Black Python shot at the hunchback, destroyed the searchlight, and dealt some damage. The Myrmidon shot at the Black Python and dealt nothing. The Battle Cobra hit the hunchback with both of its large pulse lasers. The Marauders shot at the Black Python and jammed its gun shooting precision ammo. The Cyclops shot an LRM-10 and dealt some damage. And the hunchback fell on its butt. Well, that's turn one. Bad things already happening. The Marauder is at 8 my units are at 0. Marauder will run aught since it doesn't have double heat sinks. It's a basic Marauder there. All right, so we look at the battle report. They've lost a few percent. I've lost a few percent. Nothing bad happened. And it is back to the movement phase. I don't know where he's going to go. But I'm going to move the black Python over there. The Predator, I'm just going to run forward. The Marauder's getting closer. And the Battle Cobra. Would run if he went that way. Okay, I'm just going to run him here in partial cover. So it'll help a little bit. The hunchback got back up. And it's the shooting phase again. So where am I shooting? What am I shooting? Honestly, we need to take out that hunchback since we've already started shooting at it. So I'm going to shoot the large pulse laser. The medium pulse lasers don't reach. So I'm going to go with a secondary target on the Marauder. Small pulse lasers definitely don't reach. The large pulse laser back on the hunchback. The medium pulse laser on the Marauder and skip the small lasers. Lots of guns on that Black Python. The Predator. I'm just going to concentrate. Whoa, that's 28% to it. Okay. 17% to it. Ugh. 42. Oh, it's with an ER medium laser. Okay, well, he's going to shoot at that. Skip, shoot, skip. And 42% to it. 58% to it. Well, better than nothing. And the Battle Cobra. Still in the hunchback, I think. It's going to be the best thing to shoot at. Need to blow up the... You want to blow up things as quickly as possible in battletech normally, so Let's see how it goes. Hunchback took some damage to the right leg. Medium pulse laser hit the Marauder. The other large pulse laser hit the Hunchback again, and the medium pulse laser missed the Marauder. There we go. The Myrmidon shot at my Black Python and missed. The Predator missed with an ER medium laser, it with another one. Killed the pilot by blowing up the cockpit. That is an unusual situation. Doesn't happen very often that you kill someone by blowing up the cockpit, but it does happen. Pilot is already dead, so no damage is dealt. Well, that's the thing that happens. And the other shot was a cluster shot of LB-10X, so 6 pellets. Dealt a little bit of damage all over the Hunchback. The Hunchback did shoot back and jammed the gun again. Battle Cobra fired at the Hunchback. The Hunchback's already dead. The Marauder fired at the Battle Cobra. It was hiding behind partial cover, so that really helps. Oh, I forgot that the Cyclops has an AC-20, and it missed my Battle Cobra. That's probably a good thing, because there wouldn't be a Battle Cobra left if the AC-20 hit it, probably. But actually, everything missed, but that's because I'm behind partial cover. You can see here, my Battle Cobra is behind a mountain, so it's harder to hit, logically. Used to be a lot better than it is nowadays. Partial cover used to be a +3 to hit, I think, something like that. Nowadays, it's just a +1, but you can't hit the legs. So it has it's good and bad. The Marauder and the Cyclops are running a little bit hot. All right. What am I doing? Bringing the Viper in close. Bring the Viper in close. No reason not to. Now, ad block's asking me to buy it. I'm not buying you, ad block. I do like you, but not enough to buy your product, unfortunately. Gonna bring this guy here. No, that would be running. I'm actually going to run. Bring it in close to the tanks and try to take out the Etzer. And the Predator, I'm going to run next to the Marauder. I'm 1 level up, so I might be able to kick it in the cockpit or something like that. You know, there's weirder things that have happened in battletech. And the Cyclops coming in for a brawl. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. All right. Well, machine gun can fire on the Marauder. The large pulse laser can shoot on the Marauder. The medium pulse laser can shoot on the Marauder. That would make me run way too hot, so I'm not going to fire all the small pulse lasers, but I'm going to shoot the main guns and the machine guns, just so maybe I can plink at it a bit. The Predator. I'm going to try to take out the Marauder. Just shoot everything. We've got nothing to worry about. Battle Cobra will target the Etzer. It has less armor, so a better chance of doing something useful against it. What happened? The Etzer selected precision ammo, okay. The Black Bite on the Marauder, machine gun it. Glancing blow, so it in a glancing blow. Hit the left leg with a large pulse. Missed. It. Nothing fantastic. Myrmidon shoots at the Predator. Deals a decent amount of damage. The SRM-6 misses. The Predator shooting at the Marauder. It with the micropulse laser. Woohoo! That doesn't do much. The slug LBX didn't do anything, while the LBX cluster it glancing blow. Okay, it's didn't do much. The Etzer shot at the Black Python, and woo, well, that's a nasty shot. The Battle Cobra shot at the Etzer, shrank up the armor a little bit. The Marauder shot at the Predator, dealing some damage. The Predator got hit by an AC 20. Bad things happened. The Black Python's on the floor. Manages to stay conscious. Took some damage. Okay, well, that's bad things. All right. So a few bad things happened. Physical attacks. So you will kick the Marauder. Okay, kicked it in the left torso. The Cyclops missed a kick. That's usually not a good sign. Okay, but nobody's falling afterwards. Okay. See, things are not going as well as they could. Because with the Viper, if the Viper goes down, bad things will. Okay, try to go there. There we are. So the Cyclops turned around. Yeah, I'll just try to go here. Battle Cobra would require a piloting skill if I went there. All right. Now for the actual action. Do I shoot on the Marauder or do I shoot on the Cyclops? The Marauder's already damaged, so it's better to shoot at what's already damaged. And okay, maybe not shoot everything. That was a bad idea. Oh well. Um, yeah, I better try to take out the Marauder before I do anything fancier. And the Battle Cobra. Well, see where things go. So large pulse laser hit the Marauder. Small pulse at the Marauder. Large pulse at the Marauder. So the Marauder got some damage. The Myrmidon shot at my Predator again. Nothing super major. The Predator shot at the Marauder. Doesn't look like anything major again. The Battle Cobra shot at the Marauder and at the Cyclops. Section destroyed for the left arm. Nothing major from there. The AC 20 keeps hitting on the Black Python. That's not good. But everybody's standing up. Physical attacks. I will kick at the Cyclops. Dealt 12 points of damage, 60-ton mech, so say 5 points of damage per 5 tons. Took out a good chunk of armor, but he didn't fall down. I shot way too much with the Black Python. So it's overeating like crazy. The Cyclops is overeating decently. The Marauder is eating a little bit. Remember that 30 is generally the the worst point you can get. I lost in the initiative. That's not good. Just keep moving back. The vehicles moved. Oh, the Cyclops moved. This, the Battle Cobra, like this. No, shoot at the Marauder. No, that's skip. That's 97. That's 97. So just shoot at the Marauder. Do not shoot anything else than your two large balls because I don't want to overeat too much. Hello, Fear to Ham. I am testing things out with MegaMek. Yes, it might look like I'm probably going to win, but you never know because it's battletech. So shoot at this guy or this guy. Target is partial cover, so I should be shooting at the Marauder still. I'm gonna choose the two big guns and the two medium ER medium lasers. Should be good. The Battle Cobra is in a terrible position to shoot at stuff, but I can shoot at the Cyclops. Let's see what happens. The Black Python shot at the Marauder and one of the two large pulse lasers. And no critical. The Myrmidon shot at the Predator and did nothing. The Predator shot at the Marauder and did nothing there. A little bit of damage here. 10 points of damage there. And the cluster completely missed. The Etzer jammed its autocannon again. The large pulse laser, the Bioroid shot at Battle Cobra shot at the Cyclops. Aren't I in his back? Never mind. So some damage to the Ed, some damaged by to torsos. One of the legs might be getting a bit damaged. Nothing fantastic. The Marauder keeps shooting at the Black Viper, Black Python, which is looking really bad. I am playing against the AI right now. I'm just testing things out, seeing how the stream goes, basically. Might do this a little bit more often in the future. We'll see. And shot a medium laser, dealt some damage. People are still up. The Marauder is probably not in a great shape. Let's have a quick look before we. Well, what are the Predator blew up due to a kick by the Marauder. Oh, 15 damage to the head. He kicked the head off. Well, that's a problem. Things don't always turn out how you want it in BattleTech, do they? I mean, he is not looking in a. He is not looking like he's in a great shape, and the Cyclops is well. Cyclops not bad. He's got one of the legs that's pretty damaged, but that's about it. This particular enemy list has a lot of AC-20s, so bad things could have happened there. Both teams are at 65% BV. Of course, the enemy team had much lower BV to start with, but they've been dealing a whole lot more damage than me. I'm going to go here there. Trying to think of what I want to do with the Battle Cobra right now. Try to go there. Oof. That's 72% to it. If I twist this way, this is 92%. I need to try to blow up the Marauder more than anything else, but large pulse lasers and the medium pulse lasers at the Cyclops. Battle Cobra. Just shoot at the Marauder with everything and hope it falls before bad things happen. All right. Large pulse laser, right torso. Medium pulse laser to the Cyclops. Large pulse laser missed. Right arm of the Cyclops took another ting of damage. The Myrmidon missed. The Bioroid Battle Cobra. Large pulse laser blew out the blew out the left arm. Went to the left torso. Okay. Those two missed. This dealt a glancing blow. Medium laser it. Limb blown off. Critical hit on engine. Oof. And the Black Python's on the floor. The thing is, if the Black Python goes, the Battle Cobra is automatically destroyed as well because they're technically linked. So, yeah. I missed my kick, obviously. Eat phase. The Black Python is burning up. The Cyclops is also burning up. And Team 2 wins. The Militia won this fight because I took too much damage. I wasn't careful enough. I need to learn a little bit more how the maps work and some of the things, but it was really my fault. I should have focused on the vehicles more than anything else because the vehicles, blowing up the vehicles would probably have given me like 3 BVs to take out. This was a pretty nasty fight. It's really the AC-20s that switched the fight over. I mean, an AC-20, it's unforgiving, really. So we've done 2 games tonight through different things. I won one and I lost one. And you can see that having the advantage in battle value is not always the best. Doesn't mean that you're going to win. I think the numbers game is big in battletech as well. And, when the players are good, it also helps as well. And I am not always good. But I had a lot of fun doing this. I will probably do it again at some other point in the future. And we'll probably have opponents every once in a while. If you want to be an opponent, it's always a good thing as well. You can join the Discord. We'll arrange things through the Discord for that. And we might arrange things differently as well. I'm going to try to have steady games with channel members as well. If you're a member of the channel and you're on the Discord, you have the OnlyFans section. In the OnlyFans section, you can easily arrange things with me. Right now, there's not many people talking about it, but this is where things should be arranged if you want to have a quick game things like that. Sorry. So this was MegaMek. We're going to be trying to do this more often, not every night, because that would be rough. But that'll be a thing that we'll try to be doing more often now that I've got MegaMek running. So I thank everybody for listening to me for so long. I hope you guys have a very nice rest of your day, and I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.